Well. Nigeria has done it again. Nigeria is jumping from now local exploiters to international ones. Nigeria's aviation company is now looking for Boeing or aircrafts to lease, and now using and asking the connection of Boeing, which is a U.S. company, it's the biggest in the world. And now here what happens, Boeing is to host a forum for Nigerian airlines and international investors in January, but particularly focusing on Nigeria's aviation. And this is going to take place in 2025 in January. I'll come back why I say that Nigeria has done it again. It's jumping now from local corrupted system to international one. But let me just go dive in this one in detail. Why are they organizing this forum? What are they looking for? Those things I'm going to look at. Now, Boeing has announced plans to connect Nigerian airlines with international investors at the Airline Economics Conference, which is going to take place in Ireland, in Dublin, in 2025. Okay, what's happening there? Now, aircraft manufacturer Boeing is set, as we said, to host this forum, which aimed at connecting Nigerian airline to operators with international investors. It's not really with its own, like the Boeing directly with international investors. And why Boeing is taking this initiative? The thing is that now Boeing has made the aviation director, it is just in less than 2 months after the federal government of Nigeria has signed a memorandum of understanding with the aircraft manufacturer, with Boeing. Why they are signing that? Now, Boeing, the company, after that, has invited the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Mr. Festus Keyamo, now to this said forum in Ireland. It says, in the name of to assist domestic operators with aircraft leasing. I mean, as if it is for free. First of all, it's not for free. Secondly, why to assist? I mean, Boeing is getting a good business or a good deal out of this. Why calling it assistance? But it's the same thing, how it works also, those international organizations, how they say why, they take what they want to take from the countries and sign those deals behind the scene, which our heads of states don't tell us. But again, they're coming to our country or to Africa in the name of assistance, humanitarian aid. These are very familiar phrases, right? Okay, let's continue. Now, this is the letter that Boeing wrote, and in which, lots of online medias in Nigeria are taking and copying, what this letter is saying. Okay, now the letter is addressed to the Minister of Aviation, Mr. Keyamo, and it says, in the outline, companies plan to present selected Nigerian airlines to a potential investors during the Airline Economics Conference, scheduled to take place from 12 to 15 in Dublin, Ireland. Now, Boeing's correspondence highlighted that Keyamo's, the minister's earlier visit or request to visit and request to utilize the company's connections with leasing firms to attract investment into Nigeria's aviation sector. Now, mind you, I will come back on it later. Nigeria did not really, it's not that they don't have investors from the continent, successful airlines in the continent, okay? Just keep that in mind. The letter continues, okay? This request stemmed from a meeting held on August 2023, where Keyamo, accompanied by representatives from the airline operators of Nigeria, met with Boeing executives in Seattle, Washington. Now, during this meeting, Boeing is in the letter from Boeing. During this meeting, the Nigerian government and Boeing formalized their collaboration by signing a memorandum of understanding to harness Boeing's extensive network of financiers and leasers facilitating the acquisition of modern. That's it. Yeah. I mean, using Boeing's extensive network, definitely. So, in his update to Keyamo, meaning Boeing, mentioned that Boeing is currently in discussions with lessors to finalize meeting dates. He emphasized the importance of Nigerian airlines participating seriously in these discussions, particularly those looking to lease aircraft within the next 24 months. So now what you have to understand is that there are a lot of airline operators in Nigeria. There is no flag carrier company. Nigeria, without all resources, without high GDP, without all, it's really able and a very capable country to have its own national flag carrier airline. But it doesn't. Why? Because of the corrupted system in the country. Okay. Now, the letter states that following your visit, meaning Keyamo, it's saying that to Keyamo's visit to our facilities in the United States, the press coverage about Nigerian aviation has been remarkably positive, like never before seen. Therefore, we need to capitalize on the positive momentum in the spirit of the MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding. Look how Boeing is talking or, writing to the Minister of Aviation of Nigeria like it is telling it to a toddler. Huh? Your publication, positive publication on Nigeria's aviation has blossomed. And thus, you have to continue, contacting with us and working with us. And, we have to build on this momentum. Is it because they made Boeing? I mean, it may seem that, don't get it wrong, it may seem that now they are kind of glorifying the Nigerian air operators, or aviation. It's actually, they are telling about themselves. That's how they are telling Nigeria. That's how Boeing is important. After you met us, actually, a positive publication came out. Otherwise, you don't have a positive history. You don't have a positive publication so far. That's what they are telling. It's an insult, to say the least. What this publication? It's an insult to the Nigerian government. But all over in Nigeria, they are just copy pasting this later content, and they are making a publication and talking about it. Very, very embarrassing for such big country to be told like this. Okay. Now, the letter also further explains, quote, during your visit, one of the follow-up items was to organize a forum during the airline economics whereby we can leverage we can leverage our relationships with leasing companies, leadership, for you to meet and update them personally on the strides that the federal government of Nigeria is undertaking to improve the aviation industry. Now, as we all agreed, it continues, in the presence of our senior vice president of sales, it will be best if they heard it from your stand. So this is why the aviation minister has to be there in Ireland, so that the lessors can, it's just a matter of brokerage work that Boeing is doing. Why the minister has to go? Send your sales, Nigeria has to send its sales representative, not minister. But guess what? Boeing is ordering the minister to come and to convince the lessors. It looks like those people, even the lessors, are not trusting Nigeria because of its history. I mean, there's some truth to it. Okay, now let's continue. In the letter also, it says, Boeing, on our side, we are coordinating the efforts with lessors from updates and timing for this meeting. We would like to keep the delegation small and focused on Nigerian airlines, seriously considering of aircraft in the next 24 months. Now, the letter emphasized the necessity of airlines to be adequately prepared to showcase genuine business opportunities that will maintain the interest of lessors. Now, let me share my 2 cents with you. Nigeria, it was a year ago that it has signed a memorandum of understanding with Ethiopian Airlines actually to manage the Nigerian air operators, okay, to make it successful. Ethiopian Airlines is the most successful airline in Africa and globally. It's an African hub. In fact, most of the passengers, Nigerians, use Ethiopian Airlines. Okay, so it was really easy, an easy decision, even without thinking twice. I mean, for Ethiopian Airlines to manage the Nigerian air operators. Now, Ethiopian Airlines manage 6 airlines in Africa. And guess what? From bankruptcy, it took them out and makes them profitable airlines. And they are enjoying that. Most of the Western African countries, Central African country, it has down in the south, Mozambique, also Zambian, you have Chad, you have Togo in West Africa, and others who are enjoying the experience of Ethiopian Airlines. And guess what? Because of the corrupted system, they chased out Ethiopian Airlines after trying for 1 year. It became impossible. The CEO of Ethiopian Airlines said, we have tried everything. We have exhausted all the means. For us, it's better to be out of this business. They pack and go, but they are told also to go. Because the corruption, it will not allow, the way Ethiopian Airlines is working things and managing, it will not allow those corrupted airline operators in Nigeria to continue looting. That's the main reason Ethiopian Airlines has left. Now you are jumping to another one for you just to expand your corruption web also on an international level, as if it's not easy looting from Nigerian people. The corruption in Nigeria is disgusting. It's holding the country back. You are playing with the blood and sweats of your own people. Look at what happened to Dangote refinery. You almost made sure that its existence would not come to reality by allying with those so-called international oil companies, or rather, as Aliko Dangote calls them, the international oil cartels. You also did the same with your power infrastructure, with your power grids. What happened? Nigeria has taken exactly 1.25 billions of dollars loan in 1 year, just in the name of to improve its power infrastructure. Guess what? Just a few days ago, it has collapsed, leaving millions of people in Nigeria in darkness, it's not even in the, in small towns or something. This is happening in the capital and in the 2 major cities in Nigeria, in Abuja, Lagos, and Kano. Where did that money go? Can you even allocate it? Embezzlement, fraud of contracts of service providers. These are the things that they are holding the country back, the people, and they are operating within Nigerian government. This is a country where they pay salaries, take funds from governments, budgets, to pay to workers that don't even exist. This is the level of the corruption in Nigeria. Now, what makes us to take this on face value and to believe that you are really working to improve this aviation in Nigeria? Nigerians are, suffering from high inflation. They cannot even fly. It's not even affordable. It's really, really saddening and sickening how, Nigeria is up. Why Nigeria just don't get it? Why? And I think part of it lies within the people. I mean, it's if the people cannot fix this, nobody can can do this. It's just, it all lies within the people. Look, now the problems of Nigeria Air, just to list some of them, it's lack of flag carriers, inadequate infrastructure, aircraft shortage, limited international connectivity, and insurance challenges as parts of a setback militating, against the sector. Again, corruption in Nigeria's aviation, as once the minister Keyamo himself said, it has raised the alarm that Nigerians are in danger due to the nefarious activities of corrupt regulators who compromise to allow unhealthy aircraft to fly. Imagine uninsured, unhealthy, not fit to fly aircrafts are flying, endangering hundreds of Nigerians, the passengers in it, and probably other nationals as well in it. This, not only Nigerians, Nigerian aviation has to be held accountable by anyone who is using those airline operators in Nigeria. If I'm wrong, correct me. I think it should have been given to Ethiopian Airlines, first of all, in the spirit of Pan-Africanism. And it's the most successful airlines that would have done and have taken out from this shameful corruption and bankruptcy of the aviation industry in Nigeria, to a most successful one in just few years. Yeah. Anyways, let us know in the comment section, what do you think of this move by Nigerian aviation, now trying to connecting Boeing to get lasers of aircraft, just opening doors for international aviation cartels. Shall we call them IAC, the international aviation cartels, just like the IOC, the international oil cartels? So, yeah, your reputation does not prove anything of that you will be successful in this. And I am dying to be proved wrong. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Share the video with others if you find it, of course, relevant and informative enough. And give it a like as well. You can support us through our PayPal account, and you can find it in the description section. It's a bye-bye for me for now, and I will